Baby, tell me I'm bugging.
How you doing? I'm Callan and this is Slapped Ham. Today we're looking at some scary videos that are starting to spook the internet. So hit that subscribe button and get ready for more freaky content. Just like this. Our first clip of the day was uploaded to the YouTube channel Terra Latente. It's March 2022 and a security guard at the government hospital in Toluca, Mexico is doing his rounds late at night. Everything seems perfectly normal. That is until his camera inadvertently catches something quite eerie. Watch. It can be quite hard to see at first, but if we watch that again in slow motion, you can see what looks like a woman in a gown standing at the end of the hall. The camera catches just a glimpse, but by the time it swings back around, the figure is gone. It's late at night, all staff have gone home, and this area of the hospital shouldn't have patients wandering the halls. So who or what is standing by the door? There are rumours that this hospital is heavily haunted by former patients who have died here. Visitors have reported seeing shadowy people at the end of hallways that seem to vanish into nothing. Some staff members have said their night shifts get so creepy that they've threatened to quit or asked to be moved to another hospital. They say they've seen people walking around in hospital gowns, but when they run after them to ask them to return to their beds, there's no sign of them at all. Add to these sightings the regular reports of disembodied children's screams, and you've got yourself what sounds like a seriously haunted hospital. But can these stories be believed? Watch the footage again and make your own mind up. This next bizarre clip was uploaded to Twitter by Sitio Paranormal, and it's left viewers confused and a little creeped out. In the brief video, which appears to have been captured on a farm, something strange is going down. Take a look. As you can see, a very large, black, animal-like figure is lurking in the shadows. It appears to be standing on all fours, but due to the dark setting, we don't ever get a proper look at the figure. Then eerily, as the camera swings back, the creature is gone. In the blink of an eye, it vanishes from sight. Unfortunately, this is one of those strange little clips that has almost no info attached to it, so it makes it difficult to dig a little deeper into where and when this took place. Some viewers thought the clip could be a snippet from an old horror movie, but no one could put a name to it, while others were left baffled by the creepy encounter. I'd love to hear your thoughts on this one. What do you think that is? Let me know in the comments down below. TikToker Jen Berari has been documenting a set of eerie and bizarre events in and around her home for over a year now. We've featured some of her clips before, but it turns out her alleged haunting is much darker and more mysterious than you'd think. It began in November 2021 when Berari uploaded her first video to TikTok showing some strange activity on her property. Take a look.
And sounds like an animal in distress.
I'm gonna let it catch up. Oh.
At first, we can hear some kind of high-pitched screeching. Sounds a bit like a dog or fox in the distance. Then she shows us something eerie captured on her home security system. Watch.
Like, what is that?
A figure appears out of nowhere just next to the swing set in her backyard.
Like, what is that?
A short while later, the figure walks out of sight.
What the hell?
You may notice that the timestamp jumps from 2045 to 2047 right when the figure appears. While at first many viewers thought this was evidence of a hoax, Berari left a reply saying that she also thought perhaps someone was pranking her and had somehow edited the security footage just to scare her.
What the hell?
In a follow-up video, Berari says that her house was built back in the late 1700s, featuring an old barn house and the main colonial building that she lives primarily in.
I live on a property that was built in the 1700s. There's a colonial house, there's a main house. I'm sorry, there's the colonial house, which is the main house, and then there's the barn house. And we're in the main house, so this is what's going on by my daughter's playground, okay?
She then shows us some more CCTV footage. This time, some weird sounds are captured. Take a listen.
I know you hear that. Okay, that's not right.
Then more activity can be seen.
Mind you, like, when I went back outside, I was f***ing with them because they're latched.
This time the timestamp doesn't jump, despite the lounge chairs somehow moving on their own.
Mind you, like, when I went back outside, I was f***ing with them because they're latched.
Then in this next clip, we hear her back door knocking. When she looks outside, there's no one there.
Oh, I'm gonna get it. I'm gonna get it. Where's the flashlight? Where's the flashlight? I'm going out with no coat. This is the worst flashlight. How do I turn this on? There's literally nobody f***ing here. Oh, sorry, babe. There's nobody f***ing here.
A lot of people in the comments were worried that Berari may have just let something paranormal into her home, stating that you should never open a knocking door when there's no one there.
There's literally nobody f***ing here.
Several days later, while filming an update video for her wife and daughter who had left the property to stay in the city, Berari captures something truly chilling on camera. Take a look.
Whoa. Baby, tell me I'm bugging.
A dark figure can be seen in the top left window.
Tell me I'm bugging. Oh, alright.
Bravely, Berari heads up into the roof to investigate. But there doesn't appear to be anyone or anything there. The following morning, the uploader shows the back of the property where an old gravestone sits. It reads, Mike, 1943 to 1954.
I don't know if you can see that, but it says Mike. I think 43 to 54.
Berari says she had always thought it was just a memorial for a dog, but after all the recent activity, she's not so sure anymore.
I always assumed it was a dog named Mike, and there's other little stones along the path, but I can't get through there. So
She then shows another stone statue where someone seems to have sliced the head clean off.
It's really weird. So the head got cut clean off, and like, you know, that is a little weird, huh? Poor guy. Just like clean off. Coincidence? I don't know.
Then, in early January 2022, something strange is caught on one of the home's security cameras. Here's some more CCTV footage. This time we can see one of the swings in the backyard moving. This is followed by some eerie voices. Then in April, Berari captures some more eerie security footage of her daughter standing in bed.
Honey, what's going on? Baby, come here. Come here, come here. Come here. What's up, baby? Honey. What's going on?
Prompted by all the activity, Berari invites a medium into their home. Here's the conversation.
I definitely feel spiritual warfare here.
Wow.
Is your child here today?
She's with her friends right now at a house next door.
We have to stay in different places a lot just because of the activity here.
Do you hear that?
I do.
Yeah.
I feel somebody here with us.
Okay.
I would definitely give some sort of special guardian to your child. They're so young people are stuck in with their souls, like they tend to cling to them. So protect her, get her some stones or rosaries or something. I feel for her safety.
I feel like the activity's just getting...
Do you hear it right now? It's
And
insane.
it's like a man or something with, like, he doesn't talk. That's
Holy.
it. I'm leaving. It's too demon for me. It's too much. There's good in demonic, but this is evil. I'm out.
So is Jen Berari's home really haunted? If a medium refuses to stick around, you have to wonder whether some kind of evil energy really is infesting the property. And what's to be made of all the eerie security footage, the strange noises, and the creepy gravestones?
That is a little weird, huh? Poor guy.
This is an ongoing saga, one we'll keep an eye on. In the meantime, I highly recommend you check out the rest of her videos. As always, I'll put a link in the description box down below. This next quick one was uploaded to TikTok by Paranormal GF. It shows some people visiting a grave when they notice something strange happening. Take a look.
Miren lo que hace las flores de mi mamá. Ni uno se mueve, ninguna, miren. No hay otra.
The palm leaf appears to be moving far too much for an ordinary breeze. They pan the camera around, showing that nothing else is blowing in the wind. The OP says that it doesn't appear to be the wind and asks viewers what they think it could be. So what do you think? Is this just a strong breeze, or given the cemetery setting, is there more to this strange sighting? Share your thoughts with one another in the comments down below.
Miren lo que hace las flores de mi mamá.
Ay, no, Dios mío, Jesucristo.
For some time now, popular TikToker Diana Estrada 9 has suspected that her house might be haunted. Her daughter regularly says that an imaginary friend lives inside of the house and that they play together. In this clip, while going to get some milk at 12 AM, something creepy happens. Watch.
¿A quién le dices hola, hija? ¿A quién le dices hola?
Watching that again, the daughter runs off into the darkness and says hello to something.
¿A quién le dices hola, hija? ¿A quién le dices hola?
She then says, hello girl. Some viewers claim that if you listen closely with headphones, it sounds like something says hello back to the girl.
¿A quién le dices hola, hija? ¿A quién le dices hola?
A lot of commenters have noted that this would be hard to fake. Getting a child to run into a dark room in the middle of the night just to say hello to something isn't something a typical child would want to do for fun. So could we really be seeing an interaction with a ghost? Watch the clip again and make your own mind up.
¿A quién le dices hola?
Before we take a look at our last creepy clip of the day, remember to hit that subscribe button, then tickle that little bell icon there and turn on all channel notifications. That way you'll be in the loop every time we drop our scary and mysterious videos. Our last clip of the day has viewers asking the question, prank or paranormal? In a clip uploaded to TikTok by user Silver Surfer, we can see some odd activity playing out on their street. Take a look. A tricycle is steering itself around the road. It turns several times, then pedals off down the street. Immediately, a lot of viewers said the tricycle was most likely remote controlled, pointing to the rather large compartment at the back that most likely houses the electronics. Still, this hasn't stopped this clip from going viral, racking up over 1.2 million views at the time of writing this, with a large contingent of viewers convinced that this is indeed evidence of something paranormal. So I'll throw this one out to you for final judgment, prank or paranormal. I'll leave that up to you to decide. Now, if you can't get enough of the old slapped ham, then don't worry, we've got you covered. Check out that creepy video on the top there. Otherwise, we have an enormous paranormal playlist there that'll keep you entertained well into the evening, we promise. Now remember to leave us a comment down below and hit that thumbs up button. And that's it from me. I'll see you all next time.